There is a young woman named Lena. Every night, after a long day, she sits on her bed and scrolls through her phone. She watches people living better lives, traveling, speaking confidently, chasing dreams. And she thinks, why does everyone move forward while I stay in the same place? One evening, she plays a podcast while lying in the dark. She hears Aaron say, big transformations don't happen overnight. They happen little by little. Lena closes her eyes. It feels like they're speaking directly to her. She remembers every time she said, I'm not good at English. I'll start later. I'm not ready. Fear had become her habit. Waiting had become her comfort. But that night, something changes. Evan says, just pick one small habit today. Lena sits up. She opens her notebook. She writes one sentence. 5 minutes. That's all. The next day, she listens to English for 5 minutes. She doesn't understand everything. She makes mistakes. But she doesn't stop. Days pass. Weeks pass. One day, someone asks her a simple question in English. Her heart beats fast. Her voice shakes. But she answers. And in that moment, Lena realizes she is no longer the person who waits. She is becoming the person who acts. And maybe, you're Lena. And today, your 5 minutes, your one small step, your new story begins. Hey everyone! Welcome back to Speak English with Confidence. I'm Emma, and as always, I'm here with my amazing co-host, Daniel. We're so excited to have you with us today. Whether you're at home, in a park, or on your way to work, we're glad you've chosen to spend a few minutes with us.
Hey Emma, I'm feeling energized today, really ready to dive into today's topic. How about you? You seem thoughtful this morning.
I am. Actually, I had this moment yesterday that really made me stop and think. I was sitting quietly with my notebook, just reflecting on life, and I asked myself, why is it that some people seem to completely turn their lives around, achieve their goals, and create the life they've always wanted, while others stay stuck in the same place, year after year?
Oh, I know that feeling. I've wondered the same thing countless times. You see someone go from struggling, maybe with work, personal goals, or even learning a new language, to suddenly being successful and confident. And you can't help but ask yourself, what's their secret? Is it luck? Is it some hidden skill? Or is there something else they're doing differently that we aren't?
That's exactly it. Because I've seen it happen with people I know and, honestly, with myself too. There are moments in life where change feels impossible, and yet, little by little, step by step, things shift. And the more I think about it, the more I realize it's not about giant leaps or one magical decision. Real change, real transformation, comes from small actions repeated consistently over time.
That's so true. And you know, it's easy to feel discouraged when you compare yourself to others. We see someone else's success and think, wow, they just got lucky, or I'll never be like that. But what we don't see are all the little steps they took behind the scenes. The quiet effort, the mistakes, the persistence. That's where the real story is.
And that's exactly why we're here today, to explore how you can start making small, meaningful changes in your life, starting now. And yes, this isn't just about personal growth, it's about learning English too. Because the two go hand in hand. As we grow, as we take action, our confidence grows, and our ability to express ourselves in English grows too.
Absolutely. And today, we're going to break down the secrets behind progress, mindset, and the little habits that compound over time, so you can finally stop feeling stuck and start moving forward step by step.
So get ready, everyone. Today's episode is all about how to take action, even when it feels impossible, and how those small steps can lead to big results, both in life and in learning English. Let's dive in.
So, Emma, let's get real. What actually holds people back from changing their lives? Why do we stay stuck, even when we know we want more?
There are a few big reasons: fear of failure, lack of direction, negative self-talk, and waiting for motivation. I think most people get trapped in one or all of these without even realizing it.
Exactly. Fear of failure is huge. People think, what if I try and fail? But here's the thing, failure isn't the enemy. Every person who's successful has failed countless times. The difference is, they kept moving forward. They didn't wait for perfection. They took action, imperfect action.
I used to wait for the perfect moment, too. I thought, I'll start learning English when I feel ready, when I know enough words, when I have more time. And you know what? That perfect moment never came. Not once. The breakthrough only came when I decided to take the first small step, even if it was messy, even if I wasn't ready.
Exactly. And here's the beautiful part. Once you take that first step, everything starts to shift. Momentum builds. Confidence grows. Real change doesn't happen overnight. It happens gradually, through small, consistent actions. And this is where the 1% rule comes in. Have you heard of it?
Oh, yes. Improving just 1% every day might sound tiny, but in a year, you'll be 37 times better than when you started. Think about that. A small effort, repeated consistently, creates massive results. It's like planting seeds, a little water each day, and eventually, you grow a forest.
And this applies to English learning too. Imagine this, reading just 10 minutes a day, listening to a podcast while commuting, or speaking out loud for 5 minutes daily. Those tiny actions may seem insignificant at first, but over weeks and months, your vocabulary grows, your confidence builds, and suddenly, speaking English feels natural.
And it's not just about English, it's about life. Small, consistent habits shape who you become. Whether it's exercising, journaling, practicing gratitude, or learning a new skill, every little action compounds over time. That's the real secret behind people who seem to turn their lives around overnight. They've been quietly building habits behind the scenes.
So, the key takeaway here is simple but powerful. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for perfection. Start small, start today, and let the tiny actions add up. That's how big change begins.
And that's what we want all of you to remember as we go through today's episode. Every word you learn, every small habit you create, every step you take, it matters. Your journey might feel slow at first, but every step is building your future. You know, Daniel, I've realized that mindset is everything. It's what determines whether we succeed or stay stuck. When someone has a growth mindset, they believe, I can improve. They see challenges as opportunities to learn. But with a fixed mindset, the thoughts are very different. I'll never be good at this, or I'm just not a language person. Those thoughts stop progress before it even begins.
Exactly. And here's the fascinating part. Our brains are wired to notice what we focus on. This is called the reticular activating system, or RAS. It's like your brain's filter. If you keep telling yourself, I can't do this, your brain looks for proof everywhere. It will find evidence to confirm that thought. But if you tell yourself, I am improving every day, your brain notices all the small progress you're making, even the tiny victories.
That's why reprogramming your mind is so powerful. There are 3 simple ways to do this: affirmations, visualization, and gratitude. Say it, see it, feel it.
For example, you might say every morning, I am improving my English every day. Then imagine yourself speaking fluently in a real conversation. Visualize it clearly. Picture the smiles, the confidence, the words flowing naturally. And finally, practice gratitude. Write down 3 things you're proud of each day. Even small progress counts.
Exactly. The brain responds to repetition. When you focus on growth, your brain adapts. When you focus on limitations, it adapts too, but in the wrong direction. Think of your thoughts like seeds. If you plant seeds of growth, they flourish. If you plant seeds of doubt, that's what grows.
And the best part? This works for learning English too. Every new word you learn, every sentence you practice, every small conversation you have, it trains your brain to notice opportunities to improve. Suddenly, you start seeing English everywhere, on signs, in songs, in conversations. Your brain starts helping you succeed instead of holding you back.
So remember, mindset isn't just about thinking positive thoughts. It's about actively training your brain through affirmations, visualization, and gratitude to focus on growth. Do that consistently, and you'll be amazed at how your confidence, skills, and life start changing.
And that's the magic of a growth mindset. Start small, focus on progress, and watch how your actions and your mind work together to create results, both in English and in life. You know, Emma, so many people wait for the perfect moment to start something new. They think, I'll begin when I feel ready, or I'll start tomorrow. But here's the truth. The perfect moment never comes. Confidence doesn't appear magically. Action comes before confidence, not after.
I know that feeling so well. I hesitated speaking English for months because I was afraid of making mistakes. I kept telling myself, I'm not ready yet, or what if people judge me? But then I realized every conversation I had, even with errors, built my confidence. Each small step mattered more than waiting for perfection.
And that's why I always say, done is better than perfect. Imperfect action beats no action. Don't wait until everything is ideal. Start small. Start today. Even a tiny effort compounds over time.
So here's a challenge for you right now. Pick one small habit. It could be reading for 10 minutes, practicing 5 new words, speaking aloud, or even writing a simple journal entry in English, and do it today, not tomorrow. Take that first step and watch how momentum builds. That's the secret behind real change.
Exactly. Each action may seem tiny, but like drops of water, they fill a cup. And before you know it, you've made incredible progress, both in life and in learning English.
You know, Daniel, it's not just about what we do, it's who and what we surround ourselves with. Our environment shapes our habits, our mindset, and even our results. The people you spend time with, the content you consume, the energy you allow into your life, it all matters.
There's a famous saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you surround yourself with negative, unmotivated people, it's hard to stay inspired. But when you're around positive, goal-driven individuals, their habits, energy, and mindset naturally rub off on you.
That's exactly what happened when I joined an English learning community. Suddenly, I had people to practice with, celebrate small wins, and share struggles. That support and momentum changed everything for me. It's not just about motivation, it's about creating an environment that lifts you, not drags you down.
So how can you do that today? Follow inspirational people online, join study groups, or even just limit negative influences in your daily life. Your environment either fuels your growth or slows it down. Make it count.
Remember, it's not just about individual effort, it's about the right environment, consistent action, and growth-focused mindset. When all 3 work together, incredible things happen, both in learning English and in life. So, what's the key takeaway from today's episode? Small changes, the right mindset, and a supportive environment can completely transform your life. Remember, every step you take counts.
And don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a review if you enjoyed this episode. Your support helps us create more content to help you learn English and improve your life.
Now we want to hear from you. Comment below, what's one small step you'll take today? Even a tiny habit can create momentum. Let's inspire each other and grow together. Thank you so much for joining us today. Keep taking small steps, stay consistent, and remember, growth is always possible.
See you next time on Speak English with Confidence. Keep learning, keep growing.